Hey everyone, with dancing exercise 4.11 from student perspective now. Okay, and if you did not check out this, if you did not check out this exercise, let me just go straight to it. What page is it on? It's on page right here. So basically, we're converting a decimal value to a hexadecimal value. So we gotta write a program that prompts the user to enter an integer between 0 and 15 and displays its corresponding hex number. So these are the samples, as you guys can see. Okay, so what I wanna do now, I wanna do it from student-based perspective. Okay. In fact, you know what? Let me just do it from students' perspective. Wow, it's pouring outside, folks. I don't know if you can hear that. It is really raining and I have to go back home, and it is at night. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Okay. By the time I get home, I'll be freaking wet. I'll be wet, and I don't care though, as long as I'm done with these tutorials. Told myself I'll do at least 10 of them today, so I'm already done with about 8 of them, so I'm almost there. I'm not gonna stop because of the rain. Okay, enough with talking. Of course, what I want to do first is to create a scanner. Do read my user input, system.in, scanner, close it. I'm not bothering myself much with comments. Here's what I'll do. If all okay, what I wanna do now is to go system.out.print. I wanna prompt the user to enter a decimal value. It has to be some number 0 to 15. Of course, I don't need to put that over there. It has to be right there. Okay, decimal. Wait. Oh, remember, folks, this is just a number between 0 and 15. I mean, why don't you just use a byte as opposed to an int, for the sake of saving our memory, right? Okay, and I'll simply name let me just go user input. So it's gonna be scanner.next byte. Okay, what else I wanna do? I wanna validate my user input. Let me just go if user input is greater than 15, or user input is less than 0, then we have a problem. So what is it I will do? I will simply go oops, system.out.print. I don't want to go oops, of course. I mean, I want to display the exact thing they decided to display, which simply says that number is an invalid input. Okay, so user input is an invalid people are smoking weed out here. Hey, that smell, I can tell. and it really irritates me, to be honest. Okay, but it doesn't matter. I'm not judging anyone. Whoever smokes, I've been there. So whoever is smoking, I don't care for that, because I've been there myself when I was growing up. Okay, anyways, what I want to do here is to simply go system.exit. Okay, given that that if statement did not get executed, what I want to do, I'll simply go if. Right here, I'm trying to avoid tons of lines of code. If user input is less than 10 and the user input is greater than 0, greater than or equals to 0, if that is the case, then this is what I want to do. There's something wrong though about, not necessarily wrong, there's something you don't want to do here, and I'm not gonna talk about that. I want you guys to let me know what is it that we could have left out on this line here, and if we do, we would still get the very same results. Okay, so what I want to do, I'll simply go string to hex. I'll declare it like this. First, let me just do it this way, even though this is inefficient, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Why? Because I'll be creating multiple strings. Anyways, I don't want to confuse you guys. So what I want to do is to simply go hex to hex is equals to string. If you want to convert something to a string, you just go value of. If you want to convert any primitive data type to a string, you just use the value of method, right? So I'm basically converting my user input into a string, right? If that is the case, okay. Okay. First, let me do it this way. Else. This is the tricky part. This is what separates this video here and the one from student A's perspective. Okay, this is what I'll do, and I'll try to explain it later. I'm hoping I would not be confusing anyone. In fact, I'll still use the value of method, and I'll here, instead of invoking user input, because this case here will get executed if we get a number such as 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, right? Okay, if we get any of those numbers, then this is what I will do. Okay, let me just go. Let me explain it first, and I'll code later. This is the table that you've got to understand, right? This is it right here. There's something I want you guys to take a look at. You see, the numbers A, B, C, so on up to F, they actually start from 65. So the row is 6, right, and the column is 5. So that's where you get your first capital letter. That's where your A is. What we can do is we can take advantage of that, and by simply doing what? By simply doing this. We'll simply go 55 plus user input. That's gonna give us what? So in case, suppose we pass 10, for instance, in here. So it's gonna be 55 plus 10, which will give us 65. And we do know that 65 from this table here corresponds to A. Okay. So what I wanna do though is to make sure that I typecast that 65 to a character. That's all, you guys. Again, I'm starting over. What I'm doing here is to see, for instance, this user input number would either be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, or 15. So if it is 15, for instance, we'll simply go 15 plus 55, which would give us 70, right? But if we check on this table here, we can see that 70 corresponds to capital letter F. Okay, so once we're done summing these two, we then want to typecast our result into a character and then convert that into a string. That is pretty much it, folks. Nothing more, right? Again, I don't want to put those curly brackets. What I want to do is to simply display my output. So it's gonna be 2 hex, right? I want to display 2 hex. Okay. I mean that's it, folks. Let's try to hit the run button. Of course, I need some spaces in between. Let's try to hit the run button and see what we get. Okay, if we put something like 3, of course we're gonna get that. Whatever number between 0 and 9 inclusively would be the exact number. Okay. In fact, I should have formatted my thing properly. Okay. The hex value is that. Okay, we've seen it working on numbers between 0 and 9. So how about 10 now? Let's try 10. You see, 10 gives us A. 11 will definitely give us B. 12 or 13 will give us D. Likewise, 12 will also likewise this will also work for 12. Okay, 14, 15, lastly it works. Okay, and if we put something like 17, we all know that's an invalid number. Okay, again, the trick was on this line here. We used the fact that numbers, we use the fact that letters, capital letters, they start from 65 on our as key character set, right table, right? I mean, that's all, guys. Again, there's something I said before in regards to this. Please talk to me about line 20. Like, is it properly written? I mean, it is properly written. I mean, I just want to know what would happen if you had to change. If we had to change it a little bit, just tell me what is it that even if we modify, this program would still work. That's the only thing I want to know. That should be it for this tutorial, you guys. I'm not gonna give out another solution, but what you can do is you can perhaps use the algorithm that is given on the textbook, the one uses in order to convert a decimal number to a hexadecimal number. I'm not gonna do that. I told you guys. See you on the next tutorial.